So we have a wonderful viewer named Marcin. And by the way, hi, Marcin, and thank you for all your comments. How do I ask a connection, for example, a successful screenwriter, to help me break into the business? Literally, how do I phrase it and what do I ask them for exactly?
Marcin, that is a great question. First of all, people who are successful in the industry are very, very busy. And if I wish you could see my desk, because I have literally probably 30 scripts on my desk stacked up. And they come from, first of all, there's the work stuff that you have to read because you're going to either rewrite it or they need you to read it for some reason or other consulting jobs. And then I have my friends who I'm very close to who are in my writers groups, and I read their stuff and they read mine. And so we sort of have this symbiotic relationship. And then there are the people I don't know quite as well who send me scripts. To get on that list is very difficult. And what a lot of new writers kind of don't understand is that I don't have a lot of free time. And so, if I'm going to spend any time at all, having a life, I can't say yes to everyone who asks me to read their script because literally I probably get a request a day to read someone's script. Wow. So that's a very tough thing. So first of all, let me just say this. Don't get your feelings hurt if someone says no. They can't read it for you or they can't help you because they just can't. And it's just, I just want to make that really clear. It doesn't mean that they're awful people or they don't care about you or they don't want you to be successful. And I think sometimes people take that wrong. The best way to get people to read your script is to network. Go to, and there are so many ways you can do it. Join writers groups, number one, that's the biggest thing. Have other people at your level reading your script, giving you notes, and then as you get better, they get better. And then everyone you sort of develop this network of people that you can go to so that you're not just cold calling, asking someone, hey, will you read this? Networking with people so that you sort of do a favor for them and now they owe you a favor. So an example that I sometimes give is go volunteer at a film festival. It costs you nothing. You get to go, you get to meet everybody, you get to meet all the filmmakers that are there, you get to meet the people who are running it. They owe you a favor. Get to know them. Volunteer to be on someone's set. Go PA for 2 weeks. Someone who comes and PAs for free for me for 2 weeks, I'm much more likely to say yes. They're going to get on that pile versus someone I don't know, right? So start building the network first before you want to just hand off a script, because otherwise, even if they say yes, a lot of times it takes them months and months to read it and then you're just kind of waiting, and you shouldn't be waiting. You should be moving on, always be moving on to your next project. So that's my advice.
Yeah, and in a similar question as Marcin has, I knew someone who was upset that a friend of hers did not help her and was higher up on the sort of writing food chain and was very upset about that. And I don't know how I feel about that. I've never asked anybody like that, but it would be a tricky situation. And this person was offended that the other person didn't help them. And I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that, because then there's a relationship at stake.
Yeah, I think you have to be careful about that, because just because someone's, I'm gonna say higher up on the food chain, although I really don't like that.
Yeah, sorry, for lack of a better word.
They're just further along on their journey than you are. And the thing is that doesn't necessarily mean they have the right contacts to help you either. And a lot of people don't really understand that. They think, oh, you must be so well connected. Or because I've sold a lot to, like, for Lifetime, they think, oh, well, you must know, if I give you this script, you can take it to Lifetime for me. I do know what Lifetime is looking for because I work with them a lot. A lot of times that script isn't what they're looking for. So, even if it was a great script, I know it's not what they're looking for. I can't pass that on for you. So there's a lot of pieces of information you just don't know. It's very easy to get resentful, I think, in this, because you work really hard. Every writer does. And sometimes it takes a really long time for things to pan out. And so you're looking for any means you can, and anyone that will just give you that leg up, and I've been there and I get it. But you just have to be very careful, because I think that those things can weigh on you a lot. And when you start getting too reliant on other people doing things for you, like, oh, well, I tried to give it to her, but she wouldn't pass it on. And then, so that was a setback. And then I tried to get my friend to do this because he knows an agent, but he wouldn't look at it. And that was, I think that you're doing yourself a disservice. So if you're constantly looking for the next way for you to develop the relationship with the people you need to be meeting, instead of relying on other people, you're just going to be helping yourself down the road. And those relationships build over years. And at the end of that, now you're the person that people are coming to.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.